Hi, welcome to another Cajun toy review. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends series, Black Widow, the Red Guardian, and Melina. This is a two-pack based off of the movie, which came out earlier this year, just recently released on home video and stuff. But these are two characters from that movie that I enjoyed. In full disclosure, like I saw bits and pieces of it. I didn't see it at the theater, so I just recently watched it, and I was kind of waiting to review these figures because I felt I could talk about them a little bit more if I actually seen the movie. I'm sure that makes sense, but anyway, let's get into it. So I hope you're doing good. It's actually we got our first cold front in Louisiana, so it's nice and cool today. It's actually like 55 degrees right now. Drinking my Thanos coffee, so let's get started. So they do have quite a bit of accessories in this package and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff, like I said, wouldn't have known what it was unless I had seen the movie, and I could have guessed. I've done that before, but now that I've seen that, I can say what these things are a little bit better. So I hope that makes the video maybe a little bit more enjoyable, but it's probably too late anyway. So anyway, one of the big draws for me on here was the kind of updated suit for the Red Guardian, and definitely the new head sculpts looked really awesome on there. Melina, I didn't know much about, so I didn't really care. I know who she is in the comics, but that's not the same character at this point in the MCU. But some cool looking things in there. I'm digging the little mini Red Guardian. But the Black Widow logo on there. On the side right here, we have a nice shot of the Red Guardian masked up. And on this side, we got a shot of Melina. Got that Black Widow logo crushed on the top. And on the back, we got a full shot of the characters with promo art. After decades of service, Melina Yostov and distanced herself from the Red Room. But when Natasha Romanoff returns, Melina and Red Guardian must decide where their allegiance lies. And normally this is printed in several languages, but this is in every language is the same. So that's kind of funny. You can see I'll put in the shots if you need. This has been out for a little bit. I think you can get this pretty much anywhere now if you really wanted it. So let's break this open and check out these figures. Okay, so we're looking at our Red Guardian and Melina figure, and these are pretty awesome. But oh my god, there is a glaring horrible problem going on with one of these figures, and I almost stopped the review short to rectify it and come back to it, but we're going to push through, and I'm going to show you this because it's crazy bad. Some things I can overlook, and I do, but shit, this is not one of them. So let's push on. So yeah, these are two good figures. Improvements on the Red Guardian, especially from the old one. New accessories included. Melina is a nice addition to have, especially going around that movie cast. Good figure. I think the good likeness for her, and she looks really good next to Natasha and Yelena. So let's take a look at the accessories, and then we'll take a look at our figures. Looking at the accessories that comes with our Red Guardian and Melina, there's a couple cool little things here. Some unique stuff that we hadn't seen before, and that's unique just to this set. We'll start with Melina. She comes with these kind of batons. These kind of fighting batons. These I've seen, in the movie you see these electrified. They kind of do different things, but look pretty cool. They got grips on them. A little bit soft plastic, so they do bend a little bit. So you might have to kind of play with it, get it to stand right. But they do port into her backpack or her holster. So which you see in the posters and stuff like that. But she holds them very easily. They do the job. They look neat. But basically just some batons with some silver lining detail on it. It isn't it's basically just silver stripes. It's not like a different layer or nothing like that. I'm trying to think how I was going to describe that, but kind of got like a little button thing on the bottom and like a little, I guess like a prod on the top. She also comes with this grappling hook, which we see her use in the film, kind of to kind of lift herself up out of that turbine area. And this is really neat. I don't think this has been used for anything any before. It does have this kind of little hole in the bottom, looks like it'll clip to something. But pretty damn awesome. I'm definitely going to use this for something. +1 for having a grappling hook, which is pretty badass. So yeah, it's just a string with the hook on it. The hook looks nice. It's got some different little grips on it. Nice and wide. And then this has a little handle on it so they could actually hold on to it. So that's pretty awesome. She does come with a total of 3 sets of hands. So she has fisted hands. Which look nice. They're painted. They got that little gray on there that kind of match, well, sorry, tan. That matches different parts of the suit. But look really good. They do have the ability to flex on there. Then she has these gripping hands. And these are going to be for like holding either like the batons or the grapples. So good. And the grapple. Now I'm already messed up because now she does have these 2 trigger finger hands. She has guns. I should have pulled them out. She has 2 sidearm pistols that holster in really nicely. I've seen those before too. She holds those very well. So nice set of accessories for our Melina. Yeah, anytime they can holster their own weapons, like I always say, that's also plus a point for me. And I'm gonna look like let's try to get that back in there. Looking through the viewfinder. Sorry, it's extremely early. It's like 5 in the morning. There we go. But it looks good. So, oh, she's got a good bit of accessories. I think it's actually very, very pleased with what she comes with. Really nice. Now moving on to what our Red Guardian comes with. He comes with this shield, which looks really good. It's a darker version of the that one that came with the previous Red Guardian. That one was almost a light gray, while this is a very, very dark kind of gunmetal gray. It looks really nice. It's got the ability to be on the wrist or ported on the back, and he does have a porthole on his back, so you can put that on there if you like so. Like I said, also fits on his wrist like that. Nothing new. We've seen shields like this before, but this one is unique with the design for him. Now we don't see this in the movie, so say like that, him fighting with it in this suit. So I'm glad it's included because it's kind of integral for his character, and I do like the character a lot, especially the movie version. I think it's just, there's a comedic aspect to it, but it's also just really cool. I don't know, I like that look. I get the dad bod superhero, is kind of cool. And it comes in 2 hands, and the hands things, so we do see him fight, and we actually see him kind of getting in his hands, and he kind of pose right before he's about to throw down with Taskmaster. He kind of gets into like this, like, I don't even know what kind of fighting style that is, but he kind of opens his fingers out and kind of does like, they're about to fight, and that's when Taskmaster pulls out the claws. But it's interesting that he goes from these bare hands to his gloved hands. So I think these hands we've seen before with like Shang-Chi, the original and stuff. I just wish they would have been in, I would rather hands that look like this. A second set of hands that look like that. Maybe 2 fisted hands that matched, or 2 closed hands that matched, instead of these odd hands. That's a very cheap on Hasbro's part. That kind of sucks. I'm going to keep them with the gloved hands because they look way cooler on there. But yeah, why? I understand they're trying to catch that one movie second, but that does not look cool versus what we already have on him. He comes with this little action figure we see in the movie. This is what he utilizes to break out of the prison. They send him this, and it's really cool. He can hold it. That's one of the points of having these little hands. You can actually hold this little action figure, and that's really cool. It's like a Transformer Headmaster going on or something. But a lot of people, like, they hadn't seen the movie when this figure was first shown, so nobody knew what to expect out of that little Red Guardian figure, and it's awesome. And he comes with his alternate head. This is a much more movie likeness. Let me break out the other one. I'm just gonna sorry for the noise you're gonna hear for a second, but it is necessary. So there's the original head. So yeah, we can compare those. And yeah, that's a major difference. So, 2 years sober. And of course, it does match. Looks like it matches that head. I'm gonna talk about it, I guess, more than once. So while I got the head out and stuff like that, the major problem I'm having with this figure still is this helmet version. So we're gonna talk about the heads. See, it's painted actually really nice. It's got the kind of straps that come around, and then we'll keep turning. And oh Jesus, what happened? So the back of the helmet is not painted at all. The back of the strap is just completely not painted, and it looks horrific. So when I pulled the figure out, I saw the shield. I wanted to go stick the shield on the back just to check it out, and I saw that and I froze. Like, I was just like, it's glaringly bad. How did someone miss that? I have no idea. But wow. So yeah, that is the accessories, including the guns that we have for our figures. And like I said, it's quite a little bit. It's a nice set. It actually, at the time of recording this, and the time of this being uploaded today, the set's like on sale for $39. So if you're thinking about it, on GameStop, you can get it for a decent price. That's not bad for 2 figures. So speaking of figures, okay, so starting looking at our Melina figure, this is a good figure. It's a good representation of how she looked in the later half of the film. Initially we see her, she's kind of got that black suit on that we see in the posters and stuff for her, which, spoilers if you're watching this, if you haven't seen the movie, they swap suits, and basically she's wearing the suit that Natasha was wearing. So she winds up wearing this kind of white suit with these off tan kind of shoulder pads and knee pads, and it's a great representation of it, especially with the pack and everything and stuff like that. The holsters and everything are very accurate to how she looks in the film. As for the face and stuff like that, I think they did a really good likeness of the actress Rachel Weisz, who's freaking gorgeous. In the movie, she looked pretty dumpy, which is the magic of makeup to look someone that beautiful look pretty messed up. But really good likeness, like I said, of her. I think the figure is actually slightly more, I think, cleaner looking, because she looked pretty beat up. But the hair is really good. I like the length on it. You can kind of see the ponytail, and it's tied into it. I think it's pretty good. The eyes and everything are good. I think they did a good job. It looks kind of like, maybe it's alright, it's a little better. Looking through the viewfinder, look like her eyes are slightly crooked, but no. But skin tone's good on it. Everything looks nice. There is a slight little gap here where you can kind of see where the skin meets the. You can see this where the skin meets the suit. There's a little bit of a separation there, but that's extremely minor. It's just noticeable looking at it, like, from up down. I'm gonna use a little bit more red on the top of that. It looks like it's not painted, but it is. But it's very, very, very thin red. But overall, I mean, it's simple. It's a white suit. And of course, by the end of the movie, it's way dirtier. We got a lot more gray in here. It looks kind of like almost like it's almost like a different kind of design. These parts right here get kind of more gray accents, and I kind of like that. I might rub mine out in the driveway a little bit later on to see. No, but overall, I think for the paint, simple. It's good. Face is good. So, looking at our articulation, Melina can't look down very much. So, let's see. Up is she's got a little bit more, but that's limited by the ponytail, and then of course the ponytail rubbing against the backpack. I feel like that's actually stretching. But I think if that wasn't there, let's see if we turn our head a little bit. So yeah, just a little. And we got a little bit of rock. Of course, rotation not hindering. The ponytail doesn't get caught on the back on rotation. Forearm rotation. These elbows are tight. Yeah, well, I feel like we'll snap our arm in half. There we go. But yeah, some old single jointed elbows. Same thing that we had with the sisters and previously before. Wrist would flex on there, but these big cuffs and stuff like in the wrist just doesn't get too much. A little bit of rock and the ab and the rocker. So back about that far, down about that much. There is no rotation in the waist. Just put about that far. There is a thigh cut, double jointed knees, and no derotation on the foot, and there is a pivot. And she has peg holes in the bottom of her very small feet. If you didn't see, I was using bigger stands because these little feet right here are a pain to get them to stand sometimes. She's standing now, but I just didn't want to fool with it and have to reset it. So generally with these little feet, I'll just put them on a stand if I need to. But now she's standing, so look at that. Comparing her with the other widows, looks really awesome. Definitely, you can see like where these suits are supposed to be changed out. These don't match the two, the tan and the white. I didn't break out her black suit. That would have been a good head swap. Shoot. Anyway, but we're reviewing the figure as we got it, so I'll put that in the pictures at the end. But yeah, looking at them all together, they look really cool. I did like them look in the white suits a lot. I thought they looked pretty awesome. They definitely kind of popped on the screen, especially like watching the thing in like ultra 4K. They look really, really cool. So I think it's a cool figure. I think as for the movie, like kind of completing some of the characters and stuff like that, I think to have that kind of little family of the four of them is nice to see her. And I think she's a good pairing with Red Guardian, so I'm pleased with it. So what do you guys think? Let's move on to the man himself. Alright, we got the Red Guardian figure, and man, I really like this figure a lot, besides the cosmetic hiccup that we had with his original head, with the masked head. But in between the time of me recording that first piece, because of editing magic, I picked up another set, so we're going to redeem that real quick and check it out. And hopefully that's a better one, and then we'll go from there. There's a little bit of imperfections with the paint and stuff like that, but overall I think this is a great looking figure, and it really, really shows you how well a good paint job can make a figure pop. So let's bring out the original Red Guardian from the Crimson Domino wave, and you can really see these are the exact same two figures, just with two different paints and of course different heads, but same texture, nothing's changed on these guys, but just the paint job. So we can pop the heads off and look at it like that, but really, really see like this one, the darker, it almost looks like it's the exact same red. Just the straps, the star, the darker blacks, the different, this horrible color here. This is like a primer. I don't understand this gray now looking at it. This, it's almost like it's all primed, like it's getting ready to be painted like this way. But yeah, that really just goes to show you how much paint can really make a figure stand out. So kudos to them. And then of course, as I was talking about earlier, the difference in the shields. You can see also, oh, there we go, talking about standing figures, and here we have it. So yeah, you can see the shield difference on there as well with the paint. So really cool. I think everything about this new Red Guardian is a major improvement. Of course, I mean, there's obviously the heads. That's not even close to looking like the actor Hopper. I mean, I said Hopper. Look what I said. The Red Guardian. It's early. I got my coffee. It's early though. But I think it's great. So let's move this. So actually, before we pull this out, let's look at the original Red Guardian. This is the Red Guardian that came from the Giant Man wave and stuff like that. So these are our 3 Red Guardian figures that are out there and available. If you want it, mine got a little bit of rubbing on it from the shield. Well, which one is your favorite out of these 3? Of course, comic accurate, MCU, and such. So you know, I think just as figure wise, they're all good figures. I just, you know, seeing the movie and knowing this is obviously doesn't fit anymore, but I think these are pretty cool, especially, you know, like you see like sometimes like MCU versus comics and stuff like that. So it's kind of funny seeing how different they are. So looking at our figure, kind of hit on the paint already on this guy. There's a couple spots where the paint is kind of splotchy a little bit. I wish they would have like another pass over, like on the shoulders of the straps. But it also kind of looks not terrible because it kind of looks worn. I mean, the suit is old at the point where he's wearing it at this point in the film. You know, like he struggles to get it on, but then when he gets on, it fits pretty much. I mean, to an extent. He's a little bit bigger in the film, a little more barrel chested on here. Where on here he's a solid dude, but I think I don't know. I really like this figure a lot. It's different. I think they did a fantastic job with the head. Even in the helmet to the head, before we get to like the mist paint and stuff like that. I'll put that ugly thing back on there. And well, basically, and the red on this is actually a little, the red on the helmet looks a little brighter, and you're not gonna stand. The red on the helmet looks slightly brighter, a little tiny bit. Well, so now we're looking at the 2 of them side by side, and there is little imperfections on both of them, stuff like that. So it's just with the coming out of the factory and whatnot, stuff like that. Now there's night and day compared when you turn them around, but this one actually has, the newer one actually has a little piece of red on his star. You can see right there. I'm just looking through the viewfinder. His shoulder strap actually has a bigger chunk taken out of it. So everything else is pretty much on par, looking at them side by side, as far as that. Now turn them around, and yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. So like I was saying, overall, good figure. I had that weird fluke, in which, you know, normally if I'm in the store and I'm buying a figure, if there's more than one, I will pick up the package and I will look at it, you know, make sure the eyes aren't crazy first of all. you know, there's no big scratches or big chunks of paint missing and stuff like that. But you only get 180. You know, you can't see the full figure and stuff like that. So that kind of sucks. I would have never seen that paint issue on that figure until I opened it up. So that's unfortunate. But luckily, I was able to still find it. I didn't wait forever to review it, and it was still pretty available in stores. So anyway, let's look at his articulation. So our Red Guardian can look up a little bit, down, and actually not too bad, but the beard is going to limit. Full rotation, there it is. You can crack that neck and get ready to both. Full arm rotation, he does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He has wrist rotation, and there is flex in the wrist. I have a little bit of an ab crunch. Let's see. So yeah, there we go. You can really put that belly out, and down that far back. It does have rotation in there. Split about that far. Red Guardian can kick about this high. Not very much. Does have a thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Doesn't go too far back though. There is a boot cut, so you can rotate, and there is flex on the ankle, which is really tight. There we go. And there's peg holes on the bottom of the feet. So overall, I think, minus the paint, I love this figure. I think it's a great figure. I think it's really good. I think it's worth it for these two figures and stuff like that. So what do you guys think? Put your thoughts in the comments, stuff like that. Let me know what you think about this set and stuff like that. Have you picked it up? What do you think about the movie? Hey, if you want to talk about that, I'm all about it. So that's it. Real quick run through, get these figures out in there, and then I'm going to catch up with some, I guess, some DC. So thank you guys for checking it out. If you like the video, please leave a like, put comments. If you haven't subscribed, check out our other content. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Truly, truly appreciate it. See you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself.